Lavonte David is retiring. He came to Nebraska his junior year after starting at community college. Linebacker holds a Nebraska record for most career tackles by a two-year player. In 2011, his senior year, he led the team in tackles, sacks, and interceptions. David was a second-round pick and spent his entire 14 seasons with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He even walked away with a Super Bowl ring.